Hello, yogis, and welcome to YogaVision. My name is Vanessa, and I am part of the YTT program here at YogaVision, which stands for Yoga Teachers in Training. I have been practicing Hatha Yoga for over 10 years and teaching Hatha Yoga for the past 2 years. So I'm honored to be here guiding you all through your practice today. And we're going to be doing 60 minutes of Hatha Yoga in a couple minutes. We have a few minutes before we start, so I just wanted to take this time to welcome everyone. I know we have people tuning in from the GTA, also all across Canada, all across North America, and the world. So welcome and thank you for tuning in with us here at YogaVision. So before we get started, I have some blocks with me. I have a blanket and water. But if you didn't have a blanket or blocks handy, you can always grab a cushion. So just take this time, grab what you need, and if you're ready to go, you can just come into a nice, comfortable, easy pose like myself, sitting on the mat. But if this is not accessible for you, you can also just stretch your legs out and start focusing on your breath here, just breathing in and out through your nose. And I'm going to tune in now with the Adi Mantra. And this is something I learned here at YogaVision. It's from Kundalini Yoga, but I like what it stands for. It's just tuning in to the teacher within myself. And I think that's a great way to start my practice, especially when I'm teaching a class. But if you didn't want to tune in with Adi Mantra, just take this time to set an intention for your practice. So the Adi Mantra is Om Namo Gurudev Namo. So I'm going to tune in quietly here before we start, inhaling my arms up, and then exhaling, bringing my hands down towards my heart center. So I'm going to tune in quietly here. And if you're just tuning in, not to worry, I just finished tuning in myself. And we're going to get started very soon, in about a minute. Just to recap before we start, I have with me my blanket and some blocks just to help modify some of the postures, to help keep them nice and safe and comfortable as we move through the class. And I also have with me some water. So we're going to be focusing a lot on the upper body, the shoulders, the neck, and the upper spine today. But we will still be doing a full body Hatha sequence, so I hope you do enjoy the class. So just setting up here, I'm in easy pose. My feet are crossed here on my ankles. Option is to stretch out your legs here if you like. And you can also sit on a block or a blanket, just taking some pressure here off your hips, allowing your knees to come down onto the floor. And we'll begin with a breathing exercise. So let's inhale our arms up towards the sky. Palms come to touch above your head, and then exhale, release hands down in front of your heart center. Let's take a breath in through the nose together, and exhale out through the nose together. And we're going to do a sun breathing here today. So we're actually going to release our right hand down onto the mat, onto your knee here. And we're going to take our peace fingers and we're going to cover our left nostril. So we're just breathing in and out through our right nostril here. And this is called sun breathing, and it's an energizing breath. It brings heat into our body, and I think it's a great way to start a really energetic Hatha class. So covering your left nostril here with your peace fingers, you're just breathing in and out through the right nostril. Maybe start breathing in for a count of 3, 2, 1. And then exhale out for 3, 2, 1. Keep going at your own pace, breathing in nice and long through that right nostril, still filling up your belly, your chest, and your shoulders with breath, and then exhaling from your shoulders, your chest, and your belly. Keep going. And last big breath in through the right nostril. And exhale out. Let's release that left hand down onto our knee. And we'll take a few breaths here in and out through both our nostrils. Noticing the sensations here. Last one in through the nose. And exhale out. And we'll bring both our hands down onto our knees. And we're going to start warming up our spine. Even though we're focusing on the upper body, we still want to warm up our spine. And we'll start with some Sufi grind. So we're making circles here with our torso. And we're taking a nice big breath as we move to the right side and exhaling as we come to the left. You can close your eyes here, turning inwards. And we want to lean into the side body, lean into the front. We're massaging the internal organs here. And we're also warming up the base of our spine here, warming up our root chakra. And let's do one more big circle around. Big inhale as we come to the right. And long exhale as we come back to the left. Coming back to center now. And let's switch directions. Inhaling as we move to the left. Exhale as we come back to the right. Again, keep leaning into your body, really feeling the stretch, exaggerating the movements, moving at your own pace, following your breath. You can go as slow or as fast as you like. And we'll do one more big circle around. Inhale as we come to the left. Exhale as we move back towards the right, coming back to center. Keeping our hands planted on our knees, let's do some spinal flexes. And we'll inhale as we look up, pushing our chest forward, dropping our head back. And then exhaling, rounding the spine, tucking your chin in towards your chest, looking down towards the belly button. Keep going, following your breath. And we're really warming up our spine here from the tail all the way up to the crown. And I can feel the stretch in my shoulders when I exhale and round as I really exaggerate the movement. Let's do one more, inhaling up and then exhaling, looking down. Coming back to neutral here, and then we'll bring our hands onto our shoulders. Our forefingers are at the front here. Our thumb is at the back. And we're going to do some twist here. And we're inhaling as we twist to the left. Exhale as we come to the right. Inhale left. Exhale right. And this stimulates our throat and our heart chakras. Remember, you can always sit on a block or a blanket here if that feels more comfortable. And keep going at your own pace. Keep focusing on that breath. And we'll do last one. And then come back to center. From here, we're going to make some circles with our elbows, moving our elbows towards the front. Keep breathing. Sitting up nice and straight, leaning into your spine. Last 3, 2, and 1. Now let's go in the opposite direction, making some circles towards the back. Keep breathing. In and out through the nose. Last 3. Squeezing the shoulder blades back together. 2, and 1. Release your hands down, and then we'll inhale our arms up and bringing your right hand on the back of that left shoulder blade and then grabbing onto your left hand here. Grabbing onto your right elbow with your left hand, and we're sitting up nice and tall, and we'll just breathe here. In and out through the nose. Nice deep breath. And anytime you have your arms above the head, it really helps to open up the lungs. So let's take another couple full belly breaths in and out through the nose here for 3, for 2, and 1. Let's take a nice big inhale here, and then we'll dip down to the left, pulling that right shoulder back. Feeling the stretch and opening here for 3, for 2, and 1. Inhale, come back up. Let's switch sides. So left hand comes on the back of your right shoulder blade, and you're grabbing onto that left elbow with your right hand. And we're sitting up nice and tall, proud chest here. Full belly breaths in and out through the nose. You're doing great. Keep breathing. Nice and deep into your lungs for 3, for 2, and 1. Let's take a breath in here and then exhale. Side bend towards the right. Looking up towards the sky. Keep pulling that left elbow back. Opening up the shoulders for 3, for 2, and 1. Coming up to center. Release your arms down. Maybe shake it out a little bit. Notice the sensations that are moving around your arms here. And then from here, we're going to go into a tabletop position. So setting up your foundation here. Wrists are coming under your shoulders. Knees are opening about hip distance, so not too wide. And we're going to do some cat and cow here. So we're inhaling, looking up towards the sky. Our hips are rotated up, and we're looking up here, and then exhaling, rounding the spine, looking down towards the belly button. Hips are rotated down, and our chin's tucked in towards our chest. Moving a bit faster now with the breath. Inhale, look up. Exhale, looking down. Keep going at your own pace. No rush. It's more important to feel the pose. And last one. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. And we'll come to neutral now, and we're going to step out with our left foot. And your toes are pointing towards the top of your mat. I'm just going to change positions here so you can see what I'm doing a little bit better. And we're coming up into a kneeling position here. We're going to inhale our right arm up and let the left hand slide down your left leg. Pull the right shoulder back, look up towards the sky, breathe here. Feeling that beautiful opening and stretch on the right side for 3, 4, 2, and 1. Let's inhale, come back up. Release that right hand down, and your shoulders are stacked on top of one another here. An option to pick up that left foot, toes pointing towards the top of your mat here. And let's pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend that left knee, reach behind you with that left hand, grab onto your left foot, keep kicking into your hand, feeling the stretch here in your left shoulder, breathing for 3, 4, 2, and 1. Release that left foot down, come back up to center, and we're going to do the opposite side. So bring that left knee in. And then let's extend the right leg out in front of us. And we'll inhale our left arm here. And then exhale, slide down with our right hand. Pulling your shoulder back, looking up towards the sky for 3, 4, 2, and 1. Inhale, come back up. Release that left hand down. Arms are stacked on top of one another. Option to lift up that right foot. Pulsing here for 5, 4, 3. Feeling your glutes. 2, and 1. Bend the knee. Reach behind you. Grab onto that right foot. Keep kicking into your hand. Feeling the stretch here for 3, 4, 2, and 1. Release that hand, release that foot, and come back up. Bring your knee back in. And since we're in a kneeling position, we're going to come into camel pose. So you can place a blanket under your knees here for a little bit of extra support. You can also drop your glutes down onto your heels here if this feels a bit more comfortable with your toes onto your mat or in stone pose. So a couple options here for you to choose. And from here, you can start by placing your hands on your lower back. And we're going to roll our shoulders back, really opening our chest, looking up towards the sky as we drop our head back. And this is a beautiful heart opener. Also stimulates our throat chakra. And another option is to bring your left hand down on towards that left heel, lifting up your right hand on the inhale, or you can bring it down onto your right heel. Keep pushing your hips forward, trying to keep your hips stacked over your knees, dropping that head back, breathing here for 3, 4, 2, and 1. Now if you had your right hand up, switch sides, inhaling left hand up, And then bringing your right hand down onto your heel. Breathing here for 3, 4, 2, and 1. Bring your head back up and then slowly start coming back up, releasing back into tabletop. From here, keep a block handy at the top of your mat as we move into puppy pose. So we're in tabletop to start. And from here, you can start walking your hands up towards the top of your mat, dropping your chest down towards your mat as you keep pushing your hips over your heels. Now, you can place a block under your chest if you wanted a little bit of extra support, if your chest doesn't make it all the way down, or you can also bring a block under the forehead here, resting your forehead on the block. So a couple options there for you to play around with. And you can bring your forehead or your chin down onto the mat. Listening to your body here. This is a deep shoulder opener. So breathe nice and deep, nice and long as we release some tension here in our shoulders for 3, 4, 2, and 1. Take a breath in here. Slowly start lifting your forehead and chest up, walking your hands back into tabletop, and then dropping your hips into your glutes. And we're going to come down into a child's pose here, just grounding our energy. And we're in an active child's pose, so elbows are lifted off the mat, and you can reach your fingertips up towards the top of your mat on your inhale. And on the exhale, we're sinking back down into our heels. Inhale, reach, reach, reach. Exhale, sink back. Use your breath here. Last one. Inhale, reach, reach, reach. And exhale, sink back into the heels. Take a breath in here. And then we'll start pushing ourselves back into tabletop. From here, we're going to untuck our toes, shifting our hips to our heels. And then we're going to send our sit bones up towards the sky, coming into our first down dog. And we're going to start walking our feet up and down, just loosening up our legs. And you may need to walk your hands up a little bit. And if you're not able to bring your heels down onto the mat, that's okay. You can micro bend your knees. Here you can place a blanket under your heels for a little bit of extra support. And keep breathing here as you pedal your feet up and down. And since we're focusing on the shoulders, let's inhale our heels up. And then exhale, try bringing them down towards the mat. Option to stay here in down dog or grab onto that left ankle with the right hand looking under your armpit. Breathing here for 3, 4, 2, and 1. Release that right hand back up. Take a breath in here. And then with your left hand, grab onto that right ankle. Breathing here. In and out through the nose for 3, 4, 2, and 1. Release that hand back up to the top of your mat. From here, we're going to do some yogic push-ups. And we want to build some strength in our shoulders as well. So let's do some push-ups here. Take a breath in. Exhale down to plank. And we're going to hold the plank here. Option to release your knees down, dropping the thighs down towards the mat here, or staying in plank. Belly comes into your spine. Relax the glutes. Make sure your hips and back are in one straight line. For 3, for 2, and 1. Pushing back into down dog. So that's a yoga push-up. Notice your body here. Notice your breath. Deep breath in, long breath out. And then we'll take another deep breath in here. Come back to plank. Modify here if you need to. Listen to your body. Breathing for 3, for 2, and 1. Push back. Catch your breath. Nice big breath in, nice big breath out. 1 more. Inhale here and exhale plank for 3, for 2, and 1. Push back and catch your breath. Nice big inhale in, big inhale out. And we're going to start walking our hands towards the back of our mat. And we're going to stay in a forward fold. So option to just keep your hands here on your shins, or lifting up your feet, placing your hands under your feet. And we're pulling our upper body away from the mat. So our knees are soft here, they're micro bent. Our belly is resting on our thighs, and we're bringing our forehead towards our knees. Keep breathing, feeling the stretch in your shoulders. For 3, for 2, and 1. Release your hands here. Bring your hands to your hips. Let's take a breath in here. Start coming up slowly, about halfway, and then exhaling all the way up. Your head comes up last. And from here, let's start doing some cleansing breaths, bringing our big toes together. And we'll inhale our arms up towards the sky, bringing our palms to touch. Exhale, open the mouth, sigh the breath out. Inhale, lift. Nice big arms. Palms to touch. Exhale. 1 more. Inhaling. Open the arms nice and wide. Slowly coming up on the inhale. Palms to touch. Exhale the breath out. Open the mouth. Side out. Now we'll inhale the arms up. And we're going to interlace our hands here. And our pointers pointing up towards the sky. And our thumbs are crossing over one another like so. And relax the shoulders down. Let's take a nice big breath in here. Try to keep your hips square towards the front of the room or the top of your mat. And from here, nice big inhale. And then exhale, side bend towards the right. So we're looking up towards the left, pulling that left shoulder back. Feeling the stretch here on the left side as we keep pushing our hips towards the left. Let's take a breath in here. Inhale, come up about an inch, and then exhale back down. Let's do a few more. Inhale up. Exhale down. A little bit deeper if you can. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. One more time. Inhale up. And exhaling down. Hold it here for 3, for 2, and 1. Inhale all the way up. Let's bend the knees, bend the elbows, release the pose, and then inhale, arms back up. Relaxing your shoulders here. Nice big breath to lengthen the spine. And then we'll exhale, side bend to the left, pulling that right shoulder back, looking up towards the sky, breathing here in through the nose, and then exhale, come back up. Let's go back down, come back up, and down, and up, and down. Last one, up, and down. Hold it here, pushing your hips to the right, looking up to the sky for 3, 4, 2, and 1. Inhale, come back up. Let's release the pose, bend the elbows, bend the knees, and then come back up. Release your arms down, maybe shake it out a little bit. And then we'll inhale our arms up, bringing the right arm under the left. We're coming into eagle here. So elbows are stacked on top of each other, palms are touching. And option 2, inhale our right leg over the left. Toes can be resting on your mat. I like to keep my toes down for a bit more stability, or you can wrap your right foot around the left. And you can also grab onto your opposite shoulders here if that feels a bit more comfortable. And we're going to take a breath in, lifting elbows, palms up away from our face, feeling the stretch in our shoulders here for 3, 4, 2, feeling nice and warm, for 1. Let's take a breath in here, and then we're going to exhale, round the spine, bringing your elbows down in front of your knees, hands are pointing down towards your mat, staying here, breathing in humble eagle for 3, 4, 2, and 1. Inhale, coming up nice and slow. Release your right foot down, release your arms, inhale them up towards the sky, and then exhale, bringing your left arm under the right. Palms come to touch here, or grab opposite shoulders if you like. Let's bend our knees a little bit. Inhale, left leg over the right, toes down for stability, or wrapping around your right leg. And you want to keep pressing your thighs together here. Let's take an inhale, lifting elbows, palms up away from our face. Feeling the stretch in our shoulders. Breathing for 3, 4, 2, and 1. Let's inhale here and exhale, fold forward. Coming into a humble eagle, rounding the spine, bringing your elbows in front of your knees. Fingers are pointing down, breathing here for 3, 4, 2, and 1. Inhale, coming back up slow. And release your arms and legs here. Inhale, arms up one last time. And we'll bring our hands towards the back here, resting our hands on our lower back, rolling our shoulders back, opening the chest, and then allowing our head to drop down, looking up towards the sky. Breathing in and out through the nose. It's another beautiful heart opener here. And it's normal to feel a little anxious or short of breath here when we open the heart, because as a protection, we often close our heart. So we're a bit vulnerable here with our heart open. Just stay focused on your breath for 3, 4, 2, and 1. Slowly start lifting your head back up. Release your hands. Notice your heart here. Notice your breath. And you can grab a sip of water here. And slowly make your way down onto your mat so you can just bend your knees, placing your hands down, and then coming down slowly onto your mat. And we're going to come into a reclined butterfly. So bringing the soles of your feet together here. And you're making a diamond shape with your legs. And we're going to bring our arms above our head, grabbing onto opposite elbows, trying to keep your shoulders down onto your mat. And we're in a nice passive stretch here. So we're not doing a lot, but you should definitely feel the opening in your hips, in your thighs, in your glutes, your knees, maybe even your lower back. And we're opening our shoulders here. And notice your heart rate, notice your breath. We're just allowing our body to rejuvenate a little bit, relax, receive all the benefits from the first half of our class. And the longer you stay in poses, the more you're going to start to feel poses. And the more you feel the poses in yoga, the more you start to heal. Start to move around some of that trapped energy or blockages in your body. And in yoga, we believe we hold a lot of stress in our shoulders and our hips. So poses like this really help to open and release some of that trapped energy. Use your breath to help move that energy around. And we'll stay here breathing for another 3, 2, and 1. Let's start releasing our elbows and bringing our hands under our knees. And we'll start bringing our knees together. And from here, let's inhale our knees into our chest, giving our shins a nice big hug here, really pressing our lower back onto the floor. And we can start rocking side to side here. Keeping your lower back on the floor so we're not lifting it up. We're just rocking it, massaging our kidneys, our sacral area. And then we'll come back to center, releasing our feet down onto the mat. And from here, we're going to come into thread the needle, which is a nice hip stretch. And we'll bring our right foot behind the left knee here. And we'll inhale the right arm and send it through the opening of our legs. Start lifting your left foot off the mat. And keep your left foot down so it doesn't have to be up high. You can relax it down. And our fingers are interlaced behind that left thigh. Right elbow's pushing that right knee away. And we're going to breathe in and out through the nose here. On the exhales, we're guiding in that left thigh towards our chest. And we're still pushing that right knee away. Breathe here. Nice big inhales in through the nose. Exhale, draw that thigh in closer. One more deep inhale in. Exhale, pull that leg in closer, feeling it on your right glute and hip area for 3, 4, 2, and 1. Just release your hands here and bringing your left hand on the outside of the right knee. Let's guide our right foot down towards the left. Now see if you can grab onto that left foot with your right hand here. And we're gonna stay here, looking towards the right, getting a little spinal twist here for 3, 4, 2, and 1. Release your hands, placing them on the floor, pushing into your hands, and bringing your legs back up to center. And then we'll do the opposite side. So left ankle comes behind that right knee. Inhale your left arm up, send it through the opening as you start lifting up that right foot off the floor. Hands are interlaced behind that right thigh. Your right foot is relaxed down, and we're using that left elbow to push into the left knee. Keep breathing in and out through the nose here. Nice, deep, long breaths. Guiding that leg in towards your chest here. And we're pushing that left knee away, really feeling the stretch on the left hip and glute area. Another big breath in through the nose. Guiding the leg in here. Ooh, really feeling it open here. One more big breath. Exhale, draw that thigh in closer. And then releasing your hands, bringing that right hand outside of left knee, and then dropping that left foot towards the right. Planting your foot down onto the floor and seeing if you can grab onto that right foot with your left hand as you look towards the left here. Gentle spinal twist, breathing in and out through your nose. For 3, 4, 2, and 1. Looking back to center, releasing your hands, pushing into your hands, and lifting your legs back up. And from here, option to place your hands under your knees. You can rock up and down, coming up into a seated position eventually, or if you wanted to, you can just inhale your left arm up, bringing yourself into fetal position here, and then pushing into that right hand, coming back up into seated. And from here, we're going to swing our legs around and make our way onto our belly. So take your time, no rush. And we're going to do some exercises for our back muscles. Again, focusing on our shoulders. So bringing our hands beside our chest here. Forehead comes down to start. And your elbows are pointing up towards the sky. Again, keep a block handy. As we go through this sequence, you may need a block. So elbows are pointing up, forehead's down. Let's take a nice big breath in here. And as we inhale, we're going to start lifting our forehead and chest off the mat. Now we're looking towards the top of our mat. Our focus is down, relaxing our neck, and we're trying not to put too much weight in our hands. Let's breathe here in through the nose, squeezing the shoulder blades together, and exhale, release down. Nice big inhale here. And exhale, lifting your forehead, chest off the mat. And this time we're going to lift our hands up. Squeeze the shoulder blades here, looking towards the top of your mat. For 3, for 2, and 1. Releasing down. And we'll take another big breath in here. And exhale, lift, forehead, chest, hands off the mat. Holding it here for 3. Squeeze the shoulder blades together for 2. And 1. Now we're going to make a swimming motion here with our hands, making circles. Keep breathing for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your hands back to your chest, lower down, chest, forehead, and you can relax down onto your left ear. Notice your heart rate here, notice your breath, soften your body. Sigh it out if you like. And we'll take a breath in here, bring our chin back to center. And from here, we're going to bring our hands down behind our head. And we're setting up here for reverse crunches. So forehead's down to start. Take a breath in. And on the exhale, we're lifting forehead and chest off the mat. Coming back down, inhale here, exhale, lift. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, breathe, 6, 5, don't go too high, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release down. Coming onto your right ear. Sigh the breath out here. Relax your body, relax your glutes. Relax your legs. Catch your breath, sigh it out. Take a breath in and bring your chin back to center. And bring your feet back together if they've separated. And we're going to extend our arms out to the side, just at shoulder height here. And you should be able to see your thumb should be in line with your eyes here. And then bring your chin back to center. And we're going to bring our right hand next to our right chest here on the right side. And then from here, we'll take a breath in. And then as we exhale, push into that right hand, coming onto the left side here. And you want to keep your left shoulder down onto the mat. You can keep your right hand where it is and bringing your right leg behind the left for a little extra support. And option to inhale, right arm up, bring it behind you. You can also grab onto that right foot here, bending your knee. Feeling that stretch here on the left. Breathing nice and deep, nice and long. for 3. Feeling this beautiful opening for 2. And 1. Release that right foot. Place your right hand down. Roll your body back to the center. And we'll set up for the opposite side. So extending that right arm out. Just that shoulder height aligned with your eye. Bringing your left hand in towards your chest here. Forehead down to start. Take a breath in. And then exhale. Start pushing into that left hand. Bringing your left foot behind you here. Your hand can stay where it is. Or inhale, left hand behind you. Or bending that knee, grabbing onto your foot. Keep kicking into the foot. Getting a stretch here on both shoulders. Breathing nice and deep. Nice and long. For 3. For 2. And 1. Releasing that left foot. Bringing your hand back down onto your mat. And then rolling back down to center. From here, we're going to tuck our elbows beside our chest. Hands come down beside our face. And we're going to take a nice big breath in here. And then we're going to inhale, coming up. And we're coming into a Sphinx pose here. So our chest is lifted. And our chin is parallel to the floor. Feeling the stretch here in your lower back. Soften your glutes here. Relax the shoulders. Breathing in and out through the nose. Use that pranayama. Use that life force energy. For 3. For 2. And 1. Now keep your block close to you. You can bring it where your forehead would be. And we're going to start to do shoelace arms here, which is a huge shoulder stretch. I really like this for releasing tension in my shoulders. So from here, we're going to bring our right arm under the left. And then we're going to walk our left hand over to the right. So this is very similar to shoelace pose on our legs, but we're doing it with our arms. And from here, untuck your toes. Use your feet to push yourself forward, bringing your arms under your chest. And you can relax your forehead onto the block here if you like, or bringing your forehead all the way down onto the mat. And you should really feel the stretch here on your right shoulder. Keep breathing. Nice deep inhales and exhales. Palms are down. For 3. For 2. And 1. Inhale your head up slowly. Pressing into your palms. Start releasing that left arm back to center. And then bringing the right arm back. Coming back into Sphinx pose to set up. And then from here, we'll take a nice big breath in. And then exhale, bringing your left arm through the opening on the right. And then walking that right arm towards the left. Again, untuck your toes. Start bringing your arms under your chest as much as you can. Pushing yourself forward. Relaxing your head down onto your mat here. Or onto a block, yogi's choice. Feeling the stretch on the left shoulder. Keep breathing in and out through the nose. 4, 3, 4, 2, and 1. Take a big inhale here. Start lifting your forehead and chest up. And start releasing that right arm back to Sphinx pose. And then bring your left hand back. And an option to stay here in Sphinx pose, or you can start walking your hands up towards the top of your mat, and we're coming into seal. So relax the glutes here, and you're pressing your pubic bone into the mat. And we'll take a breath in here. Exhale, looking over the left shoulder, trying to look towards the left heel. Getting a bit of stretch here in our neck for 3, 4, 2, and 1. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, looking over the right shoulder. Breathing here, relaxing the glutes for 3, 4, 2, and 1. Inhale back to center. Remember, you can always go back to Sphinx pose if you like. Taking a breath in here, and then exhale. Let's look down, rounding your upper spine, chin's tucked in towards your chest. Breathing here for 3, 4, 2, and 1. Inhale back to center. And then exhale, looking up, getting a bit of stretch on the front of our neck here. For 3, relax the shoulders down. For 2, and 1. Bring your head back to center. Release your elbows down, and then you can start walking your hands towards the back of your mat. And let's push here, coming into a child's pose. And we're going into a passive child's pose, so elbows come down onto the mat. And you can sink your hips into your heels here. Knees can be open or closed. You can keep your arms extended in front of you, or just grab onto your heels. Really rounding that spine, releasing tension in our back here. Breathing nice and deep for 3, 4, 2, and 1. Release your heels. Bring your hands back in front of you, and let's slowly come back up into seated. And you can grab a sip of water here if you like. And then we'll meet in downward dog for our final stretch. So you can start in tabletop, untucking your toes, shifting your hips to your heels, and then sending your hips up towards the sky. Let's add a flow here, a downward dog flow. So we're going to inhale, come to plank, dropping your knees down if you like, drop your thighs down, hold it here for 3, 4, 2, and 1. Keep your elbows close to your body, start bending your elbows, coming down, chaturanga, untuck your toes, inhale, looking up, down dog, and then exhale. Back to down. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, plank. Hold it here for 3, 4, 2, and 1. Tuck your elbows in. Chaturanga. Inhaling, up dog. And then exhale down.
From here, ground down onto your left foot. Inhale the right leg up. Bend your knee, open the hip. And then we'll swing our knee forward, bringing it behind the right wrist, and we're sending that left leg back. Getting ready for pigeon here. Coming up onto our fingertips, grounding your hips down. Take a breath in, and then exhale, fold forward. Now you can rest your third eye on back fist. You can also rest it on your block, or you can make your way all the way down towards the mat. Feeling that stretch and opening here on the right side, breathing into the hip. Letting go of baggage, letting go of stress and tension. 4, 3, 4, 2, and 1. Slowly start coming back up. Untuck your left foot. Send the right leg back. Let's do a flow here. Inhale to plank. Drop your knees down if you need to. Take a breath in here. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhaling, up dog. Exhale, down dog. One more. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down chaturanga. Inhaling, up dog. And exhale, down dog. Ground down on your right foot. Inhaling, left leg up. Bend the knee, open the hip. Swing that knee forward, drop it behind your left wrist. Straighten that right leg out behind you. Coming up onto your fingertips here. Grounding your hips down. Take a breath in here. And then exhale, fold forward. Coming as close to the mat as possible here. Feeling that stretch in the left hip and glute area. For 3. Use your pranayama for 2. And 1. Slowly start coming back up. And we're going to lean into our left hip. Swing the right leg around. And we're straightening our legs in front of us. Now we can sit on a blanket here. And we're going to inhale our arms up. And then we're going to exhale forward. Grabbing onto our shins, our ankles, or the back of our feet. And we're going to allow our head to come in between our biceps. And in Hatha Yoga, we call this pose caterpillar. And this is a really nice stretch for our sciatic nerve. Breathe deep here, releasing tension in your body from your toes all the way to the top of your head. For another 3, 2, and 1. Now slowly start walking your hands up your legs. Start straightening your spine, and your head comes up last. And from here, we're going to come into cobbler's pose, so bringing the soles of our feet together and just interlacing our hands over our feet. And we'll start fluttering our knees up and down, coming into butterfly. So I love that transition from caterpillar to butterfly. Feels like a beautiful transition to me. And we'll just flutter here for 3, 4, 2, and 1. And let's come back into a cross-legged position, getting ready to close our practice here. And I would recommend going into Shavasana
or any meditative posture that you enjoy. We also have some beautiful meditations available on our channel, so you can browse and maybe do a nice meditation after this. And let's inhale our arms up together one last time. Bring our palms together overhead. And then exhaling, releasing your hands down in front of your heart center. Tap your thumb into your chest here, noticing your heart rate. Let's take a breath in together. Exhale out through the nose. We'll bring our thumbs to our third eye, tapping your third eye here, noticing how you feel. Take a breath in through the nose. And then exhale, fold forward,
Ground your energy.
My name is Vanessa. It was my honor guiding each and every one of you through your practice today. Please drink lots of water when you are finished and have a great day. Namaste.